They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot? Well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
They go play action here on first down. That'll be caught. It's Tony. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. The running there is Cook, but no lane to be found as they'll stop him behind the line.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. But that's going to change the course of things. They had a good drive work and a chance to really open things up here in the first quarter. Instead, the defense, they got exactly what they needed.
Yeah, they certainly did, because making that type of a play gives them confidence moving forward and maybe makes them a little more reticent on the offensive side of the ball.
Because if the touchdown had gone the other way, this thing could have started to get ugly early. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Bears offense making their way out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a play fake here on first down. Right back to the other one. And he'll get it into the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. On the return, Williams. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game? Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday. And this is caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down to about the 2. A big connection on that one. 57 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Tyreek Hill, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the 2, or I should say third and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run it, let your linemen surge, and fire out.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw, Bradford. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keon Crossen. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And going deep for Hill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And down right around the 37. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll set up to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Well, things are definitely going well for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Left side, Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. A nice little juke. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Cook. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Dalvin Cook becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Bears continue to pull away here in this first half. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll run on first down. McNeil. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it's safe to say he has been getting his money's worth in this one.
I would agree with that totally. Being able to go back and launch it and air it out. And let's face it, it's not just him stepping back and flinging it, though. You've got to have someone who can go get it. And that's important for any offense. Someone who can stretch the field, or as they like to say, take the top off of a zone defense. Open things. You can come back and throw underneath and gain some pretty good chunks of yardage as well.
He's ripped the top off of whatever defense they've been playing. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands. But the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
In fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football, you often find good running lanes.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Here comes Nelson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
First down, Bradford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Off the play fake, Bradford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Bradford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Bradford now from the 50. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Over the middle, complete to Judy. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Bradford. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll throw now on the final play. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we reach halftime. No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick? Please, thank you. All right, let's go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's not the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. looking to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Chicago. Tyreek Hill, 61 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Once again, up come the Bears, and they're going for two. Cook, they'll try and run it. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for two more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for two, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get two. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said. Oh, and now some space to operate. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Bradford. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route. So.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. On 2nd down now, McNeil. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd. Here's Bradford. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And his kick here is good. And they'll make a small dent in that big deficit as it's down to 27. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And, Charles, for this defense, they're a confident bunch. Some may say maybe too confident at times. How do you think that they approach a game like this when they're taking on a team that's lost 4 straight?
Well, if they're anything like their head coach, you know they're relying on that confidence. You and I both were sort of surprised at his weekly press conference when he was asked about this being a trap game. And he's almost boasting that he didn't see anything to worry about. That surprised both of us in a big way because we know that can be a dangerous tactic because I can guarantee you the guys on the other side, they heard that, and they're looking for anything to galvanize them.
Bradford. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Chase Young in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Bradford. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run the counter with Cook, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A lot of deflating looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Back now at Soldier Field. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Williams now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
That'll bring up second down.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, Bradford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Desperation time. Bradford on fourth down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And a really unbelievable play there on fourth and long. So on fourth down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Bradford now to throw on first down. Wide open receiver, complete. Touchdown Bengals. A great effort there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And some room to roam now. The 20. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Here we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is a lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
Williams to return, and he won't quite make it to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. A first down throw for Bradford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there for Cincinnati. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. To throw is Bradford. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bradford now. Wide open receiver, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll buy some time right. And they're going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Sheds off the tackle, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Cook. And this will be a Bears first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And going deep for Hill. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From the gun, Bradford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
45. Mike, 45. Yo.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bradford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
3rd and long for Bradford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Cook, they'll try and run it. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Back to it after the pick 6. Bradford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to speed things up here. Bradford on first down. This will be caught. Judy. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A big offensive explosion help lead.